Hello, hello, hello! Yes, just ignore the weird expressions on Alicona's faces. If you couldn't tell, today we're covering my bottom 17 of Disventure Camp episodes. And then, next time, we'll be doing the next 17, and then we get to the top 17. That's how it worked out, so that's how it's gonna play out. Also, for upcoming season 4 episodes and the season 2 remake, I will tell you where I put them in my ranking whenever season 4 is over and whenever the remake are over. Anyways, as you may be able to tell, in dead last is episode 14. Why is this in last? I don't know. Maybe because of the dumb elimination. Yeah. Maybe because of the dumb challenge. Everything about this episode is just cringe or bad. Like Ali leaving Jake to die in a bear cave. It's so... And it really, really frustrates me. Because I put the first 13 episodes of All Stars are 9.5 out of 10 overall, and were a really good start to what looked like was going to be a really good season. And then you watch this episode, and they fumbled the bag so unbelievably hard. It is actually embarrassing, and it makes me so mad to watch. Like, you know what? Let's just move on. This is another one, episode 17, where I thought the elimination was bad, the writing was absolutely terrible, Connor breaking his leg gave me a heart attack, Rhea sucks, the elimination sucks, Ali sucks, barely anything is good about this episode, except for the fact that Rhea's horse hated her, but she still managed to win, like, even though she broke someone's leg. She should have been penalised and eliminated. You know, I don't want to talk about it. Up next is part 1 of the season 3 finale, episode 20. Damn, this one sucks. Yes, again, elimination sucks. Rhea sucks. Ali surprisingly did not suck this episode, so props to her. However, not much props because this trash overshadows it. This is one of them episodes where it gets lower on my ranking every single time I watch it. Look, and what Emily does as well. I hate it so much. The only good thing, Trevick. You know what? Let's move on. And the reason I was so eager to move on is because the next one on this ranking is the second part of the finale. Winner sucks. Rhea sucks, which can also count as a winner sucks. The scene after she wins is great because number 1, you don't have to watch her celebrating anymore, and number 2, you can watch her cry instead. Yippee! Honestly, though, Rhea crying is so funny. It's everything I want in life. Every other character was written so well in this episode. And I was ready to have this as one of my favourite, if not my favourite episode they ever released. And then the end, and now every time I watch it back, I find more flaws. And, you know what? Let's move on. Up next we have, guess what? You're going to be shocked about this one. Another episode from season 3. Specifically, episode 16. Because there's no way these grown adults are so dumb that they can't figure out a 12-piece puzzle. It would have been the perfect opportunity to eliminate Rhea, and they went for Alec instead. Why? No, I'm genuinely asking why. It doesn't make sense. And then there's Jake and Ali fighting all episode, and honestly, I'd rather they went with the original plan without the idol and sent Jake home right here, right now. Because Alec going home here. Why? I saw right now him, Gret, and I don't know his final 3. Is this another season 3 episode? Oh, you know it is! As this is episode 15. And this one I don't think is nearly as atrocious as the first 5, but it's still pretty bad. How on earth can Rhea fool a lie detector? I don't care how good of an actor you think she is. She's not that good of an actor. She ain't up to my standards anyways. It bugs me. This episode really bugs me. Jake and Aiden is pretty good. But other than that, I mean, I hate it so much. It's just the Rhea falling the lie detector. I don't have many problems in other bits. It's Rhea! It's freaking Rhea! Rhea should never have been an all-star. I think she's the problem here. Foreshadowing, whatever. Up next is actually not a season 3 episode. It is the first episode of season 2. This is one of 2 episodes that I just found really, really boring. That's literally it. And here's the second one. Staff Stories episode 3. They could have done so much with this and they didn't. And it still makes me so mad. It's just such wasted potential, and the final battle was so lackluster and underwhelming, and Then we have another episode 3, this time from Tom Jake season 1. And I don't know, I just didn't dig it as much as other people did. I like the scene where Jake, fights back against his parents. As it's me, I would have liked to see more Gabby and Ellie, but whatever, that's fine. And I don't know, I think the stuff with Tom's childhood could have been executed better. I think it just tried to do too much in one episode. And is it a curse with episode 3 of the spin-off seasons? I don't know. Maybe if in Tom Jake season 2, if episode 3's like this, and I don't know. It's how I'm not sure how to explain it. Anyways, let's move on. Back to season 3 with episode 18 of All Stars. What a joyous one to watch, I say as I grit my teeth. It's not even that bad, to be fair, but these from now on the episodes I think are mid, and this is the best definition of mid. Connor could have just told Ali that it was Rhea and not Jake, but for some reason he didn't, and Rhea breaking his ankle even more was just annoying. Jake and Ali fighting again, Jake screwing up and getting Rhea into the finale. You know what, let's move on to this. Freaking, episode 3 of season 2 beta. This is this is an episode. If you know what the challenge is, you know what the challenge is. And it is really uncomfortable to watch. Especially when you have Lake and I think Maggie as well, who are both minors in this challenge. I don't know, the challenge just really bugs me. Anyways, next up we have episode 7 of All Stars. I didn't think this one was actually that bad. I just didn't like it as much as the others. Plus, I thought Fiore from the start was doomed for 5th place, and she got out here. And it really, really bugged me because I feel like there's more they could have done with her this season. Possibly a redemption arc as well, which I would have loved to see. But no, we kept Rhea around instead, and Ali, but you know what? It didn't bother me that much in the grand scheme of things, as long as they executed it well afterwards, which they didn't. Next up, season 2, episode 2. It's literally just a total drama challenge with the Disventure camp characters. And this is the same thing with a different episode. However, I thought they executed it better than Total Drama. That's why it's so high. Overall, I didn't think this one was too boring or weird or anything. I just the music, it's really distracting. But overall, it was actually a decent episode and a big step up from the first episode, which was, yeah, really boring. Lip sync sort offs. Yeah. This is quite a good episode, actually. I thoroughly enjoy it. I think from now on, I like every single episode on this list. But anyways, let's move on from this one. Here we have the first of the season 1 episodes. This is episode 11, which isn't too bad, I guess. It's just, I don't know. I didn't find it as appealing as other episodes in the season, or as like dramatically. I don't know. Ellie's crash out on Jake is a really good moment though, and I think the cave idea was represented better in season 3 episode 20, but I didn't mind the way they did it here. Gays and boomers first. Let's move on. Wait, no, I forgot. This episode had the first F-bomb of the whole series, and that I respect it for, because now there's 1 or 2 pretty much every single episode. The latest episode, season 4 episode 13, had 2, so yeah. Next up is more season 1 in episode 12. I quite like this episode, to be fair. I thought it was decent, and I don't know what it was. Trevor boogieing, the final 4, Fiore betraying Alec, I thought was really, really good scene, and it actually made sense in the grand scheme of things as well. So I like eliminations that make sense. So I dug this elimination. The only thing I think it could improve on is the runtime. I'm pretty sure it's one of the shortest, if not the shortest episode of Disventure Camp, not including the spin-offs. But yeah, really, really decent. But my only gripe with it is the runtime of the whole thing. But I have nothing too bad against. Next up, I have more season 1 in episode 10. This one I think was a challenge. The only thing that saves it from being below episode 12 is the elimination. It's one of the best, if not the best orchestrated elimination in Disventure Camp history. The strategy between Alec and Fiore is spectacular, and the way it sets up the Tom-Jake relationship and everything that happens. Look, this scene that's playing right now, it's so good, and I just really, really like it. And closing off my bottom 17 is the first episode on this list from season 4. It is season 4, episode 4. Some reason, I thought the challenge was decent. I didn't think it was amazing. I never thought the episode as a whole was amazing from, like, the first, like, scene. I don't know. I wasn't really digging it as much as other episodes in this season. However, the elimination sucked. I thought you thought you was about to hear me say it was well orchestrated and that's why it's above all the other ones. No. This elimination sucked. It really, really sucked. Ted was robbed, and it's all because of Logan. That doesn't mean I don't like Logan as a character. I really like Logan as a character. He's in my top 10 characters of not of all time, but in this season. But he does this a lot, and I think this will lead to his downfall. Logan is getting eliminated in the next 5 episodes. I'm calling it. Next 5 or 6 episodes, Logan's gone. I'm calling it because of the moves this guy takes, and I feel like I don't know. It sets off a lot, and I like how it sets up other things, and I really like Hannah in this episode. This is a single episode that got her into my top tier. But yeah. Anyways, this marks the end of my bottom 17. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back with the next 17 No, I don't know. I might do the video today and release it tomorrow. Anyways, see ya.